Hi, my name is Alcherika Badal from Grade 9 Classic, and I'm going to make experimental pancake, and I'm going to show you the ingredients. So here are the ingredients. 1 kilo cake flour, 1/2 sugar, 200 grams of butter, 4 eggs, evaporated milk, baking powder, and vanilla. So we're now going to have 2 cups of evaporated milk. So next we're going to add the 2 cups of sugar. Another one. So now we're going to add a 6 tablespoons of baking powder. So now we're going to add a 2 tablespoons of vanilla. So now we're gonna divide the butter into 12 parts. Now we have 12 dices of butter. Now we're going to mix the egg so that we can divide it into 12 parts. So now we're going to make the experiment 1, which is a pancake without egg. So now let's put 1 cup of flour, cake flour. One-half teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, now we're going to put 1/4 cup of evaporated milk. So now let's do the experiment 2, which is a pancake without butter. So now let's mix the ingredients. So now we're gonna add the 1 cup of flour, the 1/4 cup of evaporated milk, the 1/2 cup of vanilla, 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla, and then sugar, then of course the egg. So now let's mix. So now we're going to make the experiment 3, which is a pancake without milk. So now let's start. 1 cup of flour, egg, sugar, and then vanilla, and then of course baking powder. Mix, mix, mix. So now let's do the experiment 4, which is a pancake without sugar. So now let's put the 1 cup of flour, egg, baking powder, vanilla, milk, and now let's mix. So now we're going to do the experiment 5, which is showcase. We're going to add 1 ingredient that may enhance or that can enhance the taste of our pancake. So for this experiment, we're going to add grated carrots and honey. So now let's start. And now we are ready to cook our experimental pancakes. So now we're going to cook our experimental pancake number 1. Now we're going to cook experiment 2, which is a pancake without butter. Now we're going to cook experiment 3, which is a pancake without milk. So now we're going to cook experiment 4, which is a pancake without sugar. Now we're going to cook experiment 5, which is pancake that showcases one ingredient that can enhance the taste of our pancake. So for my experiment 5, I put some grated carrots and honey. So now let's going to taste our finished product. So let's start with experiment 1, which is a pancake without egg. It's not delicious, of course, because there's no egg. There's something lacking in the pancake, and I don't like the taste at all. The texture of experiment 1 is hard, and it's hard to cut it with a fork because, of course, there's no egg in this pancake. And as you can see, the size is it has a normal size, yet the taste is not good, and the texture as well is not that good at all. So now let's taste experiment number 2, which is pancake without butter. So as you can see, it's much harder. The texture is much harder than the experiment 1. So I'm going to use my hands on this one. So let's taste. This one, it looks fluffy here if you're going to look at, but once you chew this, it's really hard to chew because it's hard. The texture is hard and it's pretty chewy as well, and it's not delicious for me too. So the size of experiment 2 is normal as well, and the texture, as I said earlier, it's hard. It's much harder than experiment 1. So yeah. So let's let's now taste experiment 3, which is a pancake without evaporated milk. Now let's taste it. This one is soft. The texture is soft, and the size is pretty big, and the taste is quite good, but there is still something lacking about this pancake, which is the milk, of course. But overall, I like the taste, but not that, not that good. I'd like the normal pancake. So the texture of this pancake is soft. If compared to the two pancakes that I've shown you, this one is soft and easy to chew, and the size is bigger than the other pancakes. So now let's taste experiment 4, which is a pancake without sugar. So now let's taste it. I wonder what would be the taste of a pancake without sugar. So now let's find out. Obviously, I don't like the taste of this pancake because I like sweet food, and this one is I don't like it because there's no sweetness at all, because of course there's no sugar added to this pancake, and the texture of this is too hard to chew as well, which is not good, and the shape is not quite normal, and I think that's because there's no sugar in this pancake. So now let's taste experiment 5, which is the showcase. I added ingredients that may enhance or that can enhance this pancake. So in this pancake, I added some grated carrots and honey. So let's now taste this experiment 5. This one is really good. It has all the ingredients. It has the sweetness that I want, and also the carrots. I really love the taste, and the texture is also very good. It's soft and easy to chew as well, and the shape is also quite normal, which is normal for a pancake, of course. So overall, this is my favorite pancake among all the 5. So among the 5 pancakes, the experiment 4 will be the pancake that I will never ever make again, because it doesn't taste well, of course, because there's no sugar, there's no sweetness, and if you're gonna taste it, it's just like plain flour. So I will never make this again ever. So among the 5 experiments, this experiment, which is the experiment 5, will be very good for selling, because I think many people will love this, because aside that it's very delicious, this is also very nutritious and healthy. It has carrots, which is rich in beta-carotene. So this is really good for business. So in 1 kilo of flour, it can make about 35 to 40 pancakes. So it's really good, and it can gain your capital. So the market price would be 10 pesos, because according to this receipt, it has 222 of total. So if you're going to calculate 10 times 40 pancakes, it would be 400. So you will have 200 of gain. So it's pretty good. So instead of using butter, we can use oil, which is more affordable than the butter. So oil is a very good alternative for butter. So this experiment is very fun and interesting, and I've learned that if one of the main ingredients of the pancake will be removed, of course, the taste of the pancake will not be good. So that's my insight of this experiment.